everyone, Cherie here. Today I'm going to be working on a layout with the beautiful Felicity Jane summer kit. Now I've already got a design in mind for this and I'm going with a white cardstock background, and I really love these two papers out of the kit. It's the blue stripe and the red grid, and I love the freshness against that white background, so I'll be using those papers, and I'll also use a selection of the chipboard stickers and the die cuts out of the die cut pack. I've also got this summer stamp set as well. There's a couple of stamps I'll be using out of that set. So I'll get into it and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to back my photo with that lovely red grid paper. I'm using foam tape on the back of that photo, and I was going to stick it straight down, but I've decided to put it aside and work out roughly what my design is going to be first, because I think I'll be adding some stitching to that area, which will be much easier before the photo goes on. So I'll put those striped pieces into place behind that red grid. The grid actually made it quite easy to line those up nicely. So that's going roughly in the center. I've got that summer die cut. I've printed out another little strip of words that are going to add to my extra long title for this page. So that's going under that photo area. I've got that lovely Go See Do die cut above the photo and that sun chipboard sticker. There's another circular chipboard sticker going towards the bottom there. Just playing around with the placement, making sure I've got enough room at the top and the bottom for everything that I want to include. Those little clear things that I'm putting on there, they're two stamps from the summer stamp set that I'm going to be using. So I just like to put the stamp into place itself, just so that I can see what the spacing should be like. So I'm putting a bit of foam tape behind that Go See Do die cut, because I think that'll look good raised off the page a little. And I'm going to put some little foam squares behind that summer die cut as well, just so that it's up off the page and creates a nice shadow underneath that. So lots of little squares behind that. So I'm liking this design now. I think I've got everything I want to use. So just deciding what to do next. And I've decided to add some paint splatters. So that lovely deep yellow on the corner of the paints there I'm going to use, because it really matches nicely with that sun chipboard sticker. So just moving everything out of the way now that I know what my placement is going to be. And I'm going to add some splatters to the page. So getting lots of water so that I can get some nice big drips. A bit up the top, a bit down the bottom. And I'll add a little bit of the finer splatters to the left and right as well. Just a little touch of colour there. So I put that aside to dry. And here we go. I've put everything back into place how I want it to look. I'm going to stick that photo area down. Okay, so my tape runner on the back, and I'll just measure with my T-square ruler to make sure that that is in the center and nice and straight, because that really does form the basis of my design. So once I know that's correctly placed, everything else should be fairly easy to add to the page. Okay, so I'm going to stick that strip of printed journaling down first, because I'm going to then get out my sewing machine and I'll add a row of stitching along that strip and also across the top and bottom of that red grid area. Okay, so that's done, and now I'm just using my thumbnail to rough up the edges of those papers. Just adds a nice bit of texture to the page. It's such an easy thing to do as well. So for even more texture, I've decided to add lots of messy thread under each side of that little area there. So I've just got lots of cotton, arranged it into a little messy cluster there, just tucking it underneath. The adhesive that I've put under that area will help keep it in place. I'm not too worried about it falling out. And now my photo can go on. So next I'm going to work on the bottom half of the design. So I'm just going to start sticking everything into place now. So my summer die cut is going there. And then underneath that I'm going to stamp. And this stamp is from the summer stamp set. And it says days like these. Stamping that into place. Then I've got my chipboard sticker to go underneath that. Just peeling that backing off. And then I've got a little blue die cut star to go under that as well. So I've just got a really tiny little foam dot behind that one. So now moving on to the top half, and I've got another stamp that's going above the photo, and that says Wander. Now you may notice my clear block had some extra ink on it. When I stamp this down, I get some ink on my photo. So magically it is now gone because I've gone and reprinted my photo and just stuck it straight over the top of the other one. Problem solved. Okay, so that Go See Do die cut is now going on, and that chipboard sticker at the top. I also had that little, I think it's a location arrow. So I thought I'd just add that to the top of the photo there. So another little tiny foam dot going under that, and that goes into place. So my long title now says Go See Do Wander, and it says remember to make the most of summer days like these. I think we should all do that. Love summer. We're in winter right here in Australia right now, so I love looking back through these summer photos. Looking forward to the weather getting a bit warmer again. So now I'm just going to add my date to a little tag, little white tag, and I've just inked up the month and the year. And I'm going to attach that to the top of the page with a little paper clip. It's an oval paper clip. That was from last month's Willow kit at Felicity Jane, which I think you can still get in the shop. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I've put this page together. I'll put a link to the Felicity Jane store down below. Please let me know if you've got any questions. And I'll leave you with some close-up photos at the end of this video. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers. I'll be back again very soon with another project to share. Bye for now.